All right, so earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Your overall energy for the weekend is the Five of Pentacles. So, by show of hands, who would like for me to sugarcoat this meaning? Show of hands. Okay. But seriously, this is indicating that maybe you are experiencing a lack of something. Maybe there's a lack of money, a lack of attention, lack of resources, and just maybe feeling impoverished in a sense. It also could indicate, though, that you could be turning down assistance or help because of your pride. So,
disclaimer, my readings are not for the faint of heart. Must have thick skin.
you also have Temperance, the Devil, and then you have the Knight of Coins, Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, Nine of Coins, and Five of Swords. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. Okay, so yeah. For one, physically, you could be going through something. Maybe you've been trying to battle any type of illness, maybe parasites. Something could just be draining your energy, and you're trying to balance that or cleanse yourself from whatever this is. But it does look like, physically this could represent some sort of illness. So maybe you're not feeling well, or you're under the weather. Maybe it's your body. Maybe you're having body aches. But whatever the case, it just seems like you're needing to heal. If this is in regards to a relationship, maybe you're feeling like somebody is draining you. Your partner could be draining you. Maybe you feel like the relationship is unhealthy or toxic. And it seems like you're trying to purify the darkness, purify whatever isn't good. But, maybe you're getting tired. Maybe you're running out of patience. Maybe you feel like you've exhausted yourself. So, I feel like if you're in a relationship, it's likely needing some work. Also in a relationship, maybe your needs aren't being fulfilled sexually. Like maybe something's off. It just seems like something is maybe not working. And maybe you feel like you are giving more to your partner than they're giving to you. So something seems unfair. You could be seeing synchronicities of fives, but I feel like because you have multiple fives coming out, that you are dealing with some sort of uncomfortable change. There's something happening. You want things to stay the same. You want to remain comfortable, but there are some changes that are coming that you are fighting against. I feel like you're being resistant towards whatever changes are coming. Going back to the relationships, it just kind of seems like you rather be alone. Maybe you had to set some sort of boundaries, or you gave your partner some sort of ultimatum. And I feel like you were standing your ground on something, but they probably fought against it. And they didn't agree with whatever it is that you were trying to implement. Maybe you are the one trying to bring about some sort of change, but people are fighting against you and resisting the changes that you're trying to make. Maybe there's something going on with your home or your household where, you're trying to, stand your ground with something, but people in the household are like, we don't agree with this. And so maybe you're also feeling outnumbered. Now, usually, too, this can indicate that you will be victorious over obstacles or over your enemies. But it does seem like maybe it's going to be a hard battle. It's not going to be an easy battle or an easy fight. I feel that this is also about unhealthy egos, unchecked egos. But this also is for you as well, because usually when those fives come out, it's kind of like both parties think they're right. And so no one is willing to hear the other person, or maybe no one can really hear the other person, even if you're trying. It's just like sounding like a foreign language. Or people keep saying that, yes, they're going to do something for you, and then they never do. And, it's just a lot of clash happening. I feel like you don't agree with the people that are around you, or vice versa. And there's definitely some sort of distance when it comes to love matters. People are feeling ignored, rejected. Even if you're single, like maybe you're like, I'd rather stay single. And maybe you're also pushing people away. Maybe you don't want to get close to anybody. Maybe you don't trust people. Maybe if there's someone in particular, for whatever reason, it seems like you're fighting against getting close to this person, or you're both attracted to each other, but you both act like you're not. And, you're both being distant with one another and trying to one up the other person. So, yeah, there's miscommunications happening. Now, sometimes, too, there's resistance because somebody is in a relationship. I mean, it could be that, like, the reason someone is pushing you away is because they're in a relationship, or the reason why you're pushing them away is because you're in a relationship. But, yeah, it is some frustrating energies happening here. You could be dealing with an earth sign, a Sagittarius. Yeah, Earth or Sagittarius. Yeah, but I feel like people are having a hard time getting along. And expressing yourself could be frustrating. I don't know why I thought I saw a cat. there's situations going on where people do want to do their own thing. I feel that two people, there's too many dominating energies around you. It also could be that you are fighting or you're resisting order. It seems like you could be challenging the system in some way or tradition. Anything that has some sort of regulations and rules in place, maybe you're fighting against that, or you feel like you're being treated unfairly by government or authoritative figures. Also, if you do work in government, maybe people aren't liking you. You know, like if you are, a police officer or, ICE, maybe something's going on where people they're like, we don't like you. You could be seen as an enemy for trying to implement law or rules. So it also seems that you could potentially be offered a promotion for something. Workplace could be extremely competitive and you could be offered some sort of promotion, but there's some sort of resistance with it. Maybe you admire the fact that you're being asked to be promoted, or to take some other higher position that gives you more authority, but at the same time you feel some type of way because maybe you just don't like telling people what to do, or that makes you a little uncomfortable. Yeah. Health wise, I feel that, you might learn something about your health. Maybe you're waiting for some sort of test results or diagnosis. Or maybe that's already been the case and you're just kind of like trying to fight. You're dealing with like some sort of illness and it's like a fight. In regards to relationships, I feel that maybe two people aren't seeing eye to eye when it comes to commitment. Maybe there's some sort of struggle, or maybe you guys are just having like two different ideologies of what a relationship should be, and that's causing like a problem. If you're in a relationship, you might distance yourself from your partner for some me time. Again, I'm just kind of getting energies of people who are stubborn. So it's like you are being stubborn, the people around you are stubborn. Nobody wants to listen. Everybody wants to be in charge. It kind of looks too like there is some sort of blocked communication. Maybe someone is blocking communication with you or vice versa. A relationship that could be having a problem. I feel like there's a need to set boundaries to protect or preserve the relationship. If there are cracks exposed in the foundation of the relationship, it's like showing vulnerability, and I feel like outsiders will try to infiltrate your relationship. So I feel like there could possibly be a need to protect or preserve your relationship. I feel that somebody has maybe been dealing with some form of temptation. It could be causing an issue. It also could be like, I don't know, like maybe your relationship is healthy, or I don't want to say it's healthy. It seems like it's an issue. But maybe there's like a friend or, a friend of the couple, you and your partner, that is crossing the line or doing certain things they think it's okay. Or they got too comfortable being around you or your partner, and it's like boundaries needed to be set. It just seems like two people are trying to hear each other out, but they can't. It's still some sort of a struggle. And then I also see a situation where there is an attraction, but the two people are fighting it. Someone might be trying to force another person to apologize, and it's just like, I don't want to apologize. I'll do it when I'm ready. I'll do it on my terms. So I don't know if you feel as if you're being forced to either apologize or to accept someone's apology. Maybe you don't want to accept someone's apology until you're ready. The other thing is that someone may be showing that they're sorry in a conflicting way. And that might be because it's hard for this person to say that they're sorry. I kind of feel like after some sort of a fight, somebody is trying to apologize, but the other person is not trying to hear it. But then it feels like when the other person is ready to accept the apology, then the other person doesn't want to give it anymore. So it's some sort of frustrations here. Now, at some point, someone may say or do something to show you that you are valued or appreciated. I really feel like somebody is trying their best to apologize. So they're starting to act nice, or they're, giving you a lot of attention. They're just trying to say they're sorry. But it's kind of like too little too late. People aren't in the mood. Now, if none of this is your energy, then it may be happening around you. It's possible, too, that somebody's been trying to provoke a breakup. Maybe someone wanted that to happen. Somebody may be trying to make you angry with them. There's a lot of weird energy here. I'm seeing communication and then ghosting. And it seems like people are also getting defensive or easily offended by certain things. You seem as if you just want to shut everybody out. You're like, everybody just shut up. Or at least you're tuning everybody out in your head and just focusing on yourself. If you feel like you're connected to somebody's energy, I feel like you're going to try and block it. Like you don't want to feel that person's energy. Or maybe you feel like somebody has been stealing your energy and you're trying to stop them from doing that. Now, if you are playing hard to get with somebody, I kind of feel like they like it a little bit. It makes them more drawn to you. It also seems like somebody is getting a kick out of being petty. Now, somebody also could do something like, I kind of feel like this is a lot of couple quarreling. So if you're in a relationship, but it's like all these problems going on, I feel that either you are going to try and make your partner jealous or they're going to try and make you jealous. But somebody is trying to push the other person's buttons, trying to get a reaction out of them. And when it happens, it's like, good. Now you see how it feels. I feel like there's a lot of, I'm going to teach you a lesson type thing going on. And somebody is just like really trying to push the other person's boundaries. The only thing is that I feel that two people match each other's energies. So this can go on forever. It's like we both win. I could go the longest without speaking, and I can go the longest with playing mind games. I can, it's a lot of egotistical things going on in your reading. And like I said, even if both parties have valid points to their side of the story, nobody is really listening or understanding. Everything just seems very one-sided. But I do kind of feel like somebody sees the other person getting jealous and they're just like, good. Like now they see how it feels. I feel like somebody's really glad to see that. All right. So let's see what energy messages are coming out for you guys. All right. Additional messages for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, so you have patience, 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, Goddess of the Moon, overall energy, caring, connection. Very strange. All right, so it seems like there is someone that you deeply care about, or maybe the both of you care about each other, but patience is needed. It could be that the two people are running out of patience, which is why in the earlier reading there was all that conflict. And I really feel like it could be for anybody, the main reading, but it really did kind of feel like a relationship that's going through something. It does seem like people are being very emotional. Now, also, if you are wanting someone to be more vulnerable with you, that may be one of the things that you're needing to be patient about. And at some point, it does look like that happens. Someone also might be frustrated with you because you can see through them. And they just don't like that. That makes them very defensive. Spiritually, you could be tapped into someone else's energy, especially more so in a dream state. Maybe someone has come into your life to awaken you, or to activate something, or yeah. Even if you feel like you've had an awakening, maybe someone has come into your life to activate something or reawaken it. It does seem like there are some sort of spiritual experiences that you might have, even if it's just a deeply profound dream. So I kind of feel that changes that are happening, those uncomfortable changes, are like putting pressure on you. But that pressure is to awaken something. It seems like I'm just seeing like something crack, but it's like your higher self or your crown chakra, it's like that spiritual activity is being pushed or cracked open. So that also could be why there's just so many frustrations with the connection that you're having. You guys are both maybe tapping into each other's energies. Per astrology, you might want to look at or to see if you guys have connections like with Mercury and Neptune, or Mercury and Moon, or if your planets fall into their 12th house, or if any of their planets fall into your 12th house. That also could be what is triggering this uncomfortable sensation and that awakening. It feels like you also might allow yourself to be vulnerable even though you don't really want to be. You will show your emotions. All right, so hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.